Welcome back to Access Carolina. It's been 22 years since our country was hit with the single largest loss of life from a foreign attack on U.S. soil. For this anniversary of the September 11th terror attacks, events have been happening all across the upstate and the nation. That includes the annual 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb at Fluor Field. It's a very powerful and symbolic tribute to the brave heroes of that day. Teams participating include the Simpsonville Fire Department. So joining us in the studio are Lieutenant Paul Patrikas and Engineer Jeffrey Sparks from Simpsonville Fire Department, who participated in the climb. Welcome. We appreciate all you do, and thanks for being here.
Oh, well, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Lieutenant Patrikas, first, tell us, what did it mean for you to be climbing those stairs with everybody during the 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb?
Well, it's extremely humbling. It's really amazing just seeing everybody get together and just being able to climb and remember those that we lost that day. And it is just really amazing that we all climb. We have an individual tag of a member that was lost that day. So it's nice not only that we remember the 343 that we lost, but we remember them as individuals as well.
Yeah, and it's important to keep remembering this. Engineer Sparks, same thing. What was going through your mind during the climb? And obviously you climbed with all of this gear, 75 to 100 pounds worth.
Sure. Yeah, same thing as Lieutenant Patrikas said. Just remembering those that passed and lost their life and paid the ultimate sacrifice for what we do every day.
It's just incredible. You look at that scene there, and I think anybody can just get chills because there's this feeling of camaraderie, this feeling of community, just amazing out there. What was it like for each of you to see so many different departments, to see all the people coming together? I mean, that's just unity right there, right?
It's really amazing. We have such a strong community here in the upstate with all the fire departments, and not even just the fire departments. There was lots of people, just regular people that were climbing with us. So just really amazing that there's so many people that came out to remember.
Yeah, and it's just a very visible sign of, we'll never forget, we're supporting. The Remembrance raises funds for the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, which supports the families of those fallen first responders. What do you want to tell people about, making sure the families of those heroes are never forgotten, that they're never feeling alone? Why is that so crucial?
Well, it's always important, of course. Not only do we have to remember and make the promise to always remember those that we lost, but we also have to remember the ones that are still here with us and still fighting, whether it be through illness or mental illness from that day, or and the families that are still struggling that lost people that day.
Yeah, and for them, I'm sure the families themselves, there's nothing that can bring their loved one back, but seeing everybody still remember, this isn't something that's going to drift away. Their sacrifices aren't going unappreciated or unremembered. Anything else you want people to keep in mind on this day in general?
Well, just always remember, and like we just touched on, don't just remember the ones that we lost, but remember their families that are still here with us and those that are still struggling today.
Yeah, and when we see, when we see firefighters, when we see first responders out in the community, great to just say, we appreciate what you do, we support you, those kinds of things. I'm sure you get people coming up to you all the time wanting to shake hands. And
it means a lot. I mean, it means a lot to us to have a stranger come up and, thank us, and yeah, it goes a long way.
It goes a long way. Well, you all do so much because, we know that your jobs are way beyond fires. I mean, you're in every part of the community. When something happens, you're the first ones there. So we certainly appreciate all you do. And we want to put information on screen for anybody who wants to support the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Organizers say one thing you can do, you could plan to join a stair climb team next year, or just simply spreading the word of the event makes a big difference. And they say a direct donation is always appreciated, and that assists the families of our fallen heroes. We're going to link that information for the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation on accesscarolina.com.